Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and I'm recording this on my phone like I used to do because I tried to get OBS I was trying to remove my other sources that I needed, that I had set up for the stream when I was doing the live stream, and OBS is not working properly on the Mac. It just keeps crashing and everything else. There's so many different technical issues. I'm going to go into that when I make my macOS experience video on the second channel, so stay tuned for that. That should be coming soon. But the reason why I'm trying the Mac is because I want to, because I can set up my webcam as a source, and then just record from there, and then I don't have to worry about like holding a camera. I just have it set up in front of my face on my desk, and it's sort of a different setup. So that's why I was sort of trying it for the last few videos, and I was going to do it for this video, and then of course shit had to go down. But yeah, so that's why we're doing it this way now, I guess. But let's actually get into the topic of today's video. Enough tangents. Today's video is going to be a quick one. So in today's video, we're just going to talk about the different types of, there's 4 different types of, I'm just going to say songs that are not songs on albums. So what do I mean by tracks or songs that are not songs? So what I mean by that are intros, outros, skits, and interludes. And in this video, I'm going to just go over what those types of things are. If you're not like a big album listener and you just listen to songs from playlists, or you just like to listen to songs and you're not really into albums, then you might not know what these are if you are getting into albums or getting really big into albums. So first, I'll explain intros and outros because those are the quickest to explain. Those are pretty much self-explanatory. An intro is an intro track to an album. You can usually be 30 seconds to 2 minutes. It can pretty much be any sort of sound. It can be like someone speaking. It could be, music. It could be just a lot of common intros depending on whatever the genre is. A lot of rock intros are just music or shorter songs. With rap, it's more speaking, or there's an introduction beat with a bunch of samples. With electronic, it's sort of like a soundscape. And with other genres, it just depends on if that genre really likes to do intro tracks or not. With soundtracks, it's like with a lot of movie soundtracks, it's more of just a sort of I guess an overture, I guess you could say that it is. It's sort of the thing to get you in the mood. And the outro is sort of the same thing, just to end the album. It's sort of just, of course, just ends off the album, and it's supposed to close the album. I would say that intros are probably more common than outros are. You see them more, but they both can still be there depending on, what albums that you listen to. I might make a separate video. I might make a separate video where I talk about my favorite intros, outros, interludes, and skits. That might be a video. If you guys want that, then I'll do that. But those were intros and outros. Now we're going to get into interludes and skits, and this is where it gets more complicated. So a skit can be an interlude, but a skit can technically be an interlude, but it's the way I like to think of interludes versus skits are interludes are more of a thing that you see in the middle of the album, between songs. It's still around the same length, probably, let's say 30 seconds to 2 minutes, along with the skit and along with the intro and outro. But an interlude is more like a piece of sound, or more like other music. most of the time, a lot of rock albums or a lot of albums that are more musically focused will have, if you're going to see a break, you're going to see an interlude. But with rap, depending on who the artist is and depending on the album, you might have an interlude, but the interlude might be, because with rap, it's so much different. Because an interlude might be a beat that didn't make it onto the album, or it could be, sort of the same thing as a rock interlude, or it could be just a collection of sound, samples, or whatever. You could do a lot with interlude. And this is where we come into interludes versus skits. So now skits, you don't really see a lot of skits on rock albums or electronic albums or techno albums or like any album like that. You even soundtracks or even country music. A lot of the even I guess even pop music. I haven't really listened to a lot of new pop albums, so I don't know. And old pop albums, I'd never really seen them on there. But skits, skits are mostly, or from what I've known, they're mostly a rap thing. And what a skit is, it's like an interlude, but I don't call it an interlude because it's more focused on. It's not meant to be a piece of music. It's meant to be an audio drama. Just call it like an audio drama performance. That's why it's called a skit. Because it's supposed to be showing a performance of whatever sort of concept or whatever sort of message you're trying to convey in a skit or in the album. And so I feel like, or from what I know, skits are mostly a rap thing, just because rap is very lyrically focused, and of course, they like to rely on their skits for certain messages or for certain, ideas, whatever they're trying to do the skit for. I've never seen it on a rock album, or unless it's on a rap rock album. I have seen it on like a couple rap rock albums. Like I think an example of I think what was it, Limp Bizkit's Significant Other. I think because I know it had an intro and an outro, but I think it also did have a skit on it. That's because there was rap mixed with rock, I think. But in like regular rock albums, I've never seen them, and then with other albums, I haven't seen them in either. So I think they're mostly a rap sort of thing. And so with interludes, you'll see pretty much that with probably every genre, and the same thing with sort of intros. They're pretty much in a lot of genres too, and outros. So the only thing that you really don't see in like every genre besides like rap or maybe even R&B, probably R&B has it. Probably R&B also would have skits, but I haven't listened to any R&B albums, so I don't know. I don't know that for sure or not, but that could be us. That could be another genre that includes skits in their music, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't know of any R&B albums. But yeah, that was a quick video of just me explaining the different types of things that are not songs that you see on an album: intros, outros, interludes, and skits, and what they are, and a basic overview of what they are and how they work, and how they fit into the music. And so if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I hope I can try and record the next video on my Mac, because that's what I want to do. But yeah, like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.